I imagine a lot of people are gonna say that I'm making this video prematurely, and I probably should wait a little bit longer. But let me just tell you something. If things change after the fact, maybe I'll come back and say psych. Maybe I'll delete this. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I don't really care about One Piece these days or at all anymore. So it is what it is. I to the point where I'm removing the D from my channel. Like I don't know if I want to just keep Naya Hemmings or just put it as Hemmings, but I'm probably gonna rebrand a little bit and just get rid of the D because I don't be talking about One Piece anymore. My plan is to do this final stream, make it as big as I can. I message Brago, Jay, Virgo, Sensei LeGlove, Sin, Dritz. I would try Roger and those and like Grand Line and those guys, but I don't have any relationship with them. I just assume they're not gonna come, so I don't want to try. I should probably try Morge. Morge and I have been in the stream once and maybe KOL, but anyways, let me get to the crux of the argument. Sorry, I got sidetracked. For a long time, I was a proponent of the Admirals and Yonkos essentially being equal. They're both part of the three powers. I didn't believe you needed 3 or 2 Admirals to beat 1 Yonko. I thought that while they've had a reserved showcase, I thought there'd come a point where Oda would truly unleash them and showcase like their true capabilities and powers, and I was trying to put respect on the Marines. I was basically making this argument. I opened a newspaper and it says, you know, Fujitora versus Big Mom, Kizaru versus Kaido. You know, pick whatever battle you want to pick. I wouldn't be shocked by any outcome. It's inconclusive, not shocked. Draw, not shocked. Kaido won, not shocked. Kizaru won. Like, no outcome would surprise me, and that's kind of what I was running with. But because I know how Eastern storytelling tends to work and how shonen tends to work, I know that with power creep, if 2 strong people go down, despite you thinking they're top of the verse, the next antagonist that you bring has to somewhat one up them. One Piece has actually not been the worst at that, with abilities being different and tricky because Foxy wasn't stronger than Eneru or Crocodile, but with the Divvy Back fight game, the fact that Nakama and crew members are so important to Luffy, and this is a game where you can lose that, even lose your sense of like freedom of individuality as a pirate if you lose your Jolly Roger. The fact that they were playing on Foxy's terms and his home turf on his ship, blah blah blah, it actually posed a challenge for him. So all things considered, One Piece is not always just like the next guy is bigger and better and stronger all the time. Caesar Clown is another example. He wasn't particularly that strong, but he had a tricky ability, and he can use gas to remove the oxygen. I do all that to say this. I made a video talking about I thought that Kizaru was stronger than Linlin and Kaido, and at very least he would have a much better combat showcase than him. I started to really get that inclination that we're going to see a Logia awakening among some other things, and I can admit that this is me, Naya Hemmings, the human being, putting expectations on Oda and the story. And you have to understand that I'm a huge Kizaru fan. Borsalino is my favorite Admiral, my favorite Marine, and I think he has one of the coldest entrances I've ever seen in anime, and light is a dope ability, and Logia is my favorite type. So like, I felt that this was the time where we're gonna see a showcase for him, abilities and combat wise, and he was gonna go crazy, go dumb, and really show us. And you remember Luffy having that reaction. I'm like, oh yeah, it's go time. And he kind of made Snake Man look kind of not that not that credible. Like, it wasn't really a threat to him, so you had to go 5th gear and everything. But with all the stuff that I've seen, they're not really fighting. It's tickle butt, it's tag. Kizaru's flying around trying to snipe Vegapunk or do his mission, and Luffy's just cartoon, Looney Tune chasing after him. It's not moving me, so it's not even an interesting fight. They kind of one-shotted each other. Luffy ran out of energy and hit him in the head, and he's like, I need a minute. And it's just like, he looks very pathetic. I thought the I-beam thing was cool, and this little like when he float across the water and like used his light to make clones and come after Luffy, that was a decent sequence. But like, his use of his ability to me is very whack. You know, you got Sanji kicking it, Luffy kicking it, and he's like, what the F? And then now, you know, Saturn Jake Garcia is like, Luffy's like whatever, throws him, and he's like, bro, I can't do this. Like, I'm just like, my guy looks sorry, bro. Like, I apologize, man. I'm not here to, again, you can say it's premature or he hasn't tried yet, he's gonna get serious soon, or something's gonna happen and blah blah blah, maybe, but I don't want your hope. Keep that. I don't care about your copium and hopium. Keep that. I'm commenting on what I've seen up until this point, and it's gonna be on hiatus for 3 weeks, so I'm just gonna say what I have to say and keep it pushing. But I apologize. You can roast me, you can cook me. I think I'm wrong. I'm not gonna go as far as to call all the admirals garbage or like Sakazuki and stuff like that, but Kizaru is clearly not showcasing anything special, and I'm extremely disappointed. I will simply point out that I think that in terms of his character, I'm probably overlooking it just because I want it to be, I want it so badly because I just want it because I love Kizaru, but I think he's done some good subtle storytelling with his character, with like the Sentamaru stuff and the way that he wanted to send them out with respect, him not wanting them to die because he's been around Sentamaru, he trained him with the guard, him wiping his tears saying I need darker shades, telling Vegapunk like stop bro, like I gotta do my job, I'm just a cog in the machine, like doesn't really want to do it. Like there's some really good implicit storytelling there. Maybe I'm overlooking it, maybe I'm looking into it too deeply just because I want it to be more than what it really is because I really like Borsalino. But aside from that, when it comes to his abilities and combat showcase and even just like general like speed and stuff, because I do think he fed Luffy all things considered and blitzed that food for him, I don't like it. I'm not impressed, and I think I'm wrong. I think it's time for me to bite that bullet and eat some crow. So if you want to cook me, call me an N-word like the Zoro fans used to, do what you got to do. I'll take it on the chin like a man, because I've always said the apology has to be louder or just as loud as the disrespect, though I don't think I was being disrespectful to Yonko. Let me know what you guys think. If you think I was too early on this, too late on this, sorry, it's not really heavily edited, but like I'm not really gonna be making One Piece videos like ever again after like that last stream for the most part. I will make video essays on my Young Paperwork channel, so go follow that if you haven't followed already. I'm doing mini and long form video essays, but yeah, Kizaru kind of mid, I guess. Patreon gang, appreciate you guys every month as per usual. You guys be paying my bills, helping me get through life every single day. Huge shout out to the CBLs. That's a certified BAM lovers. They be loving Bam LaBam James. But a huger shout out to the Priest of Fire. Those are the tier 2s, the certified brothers lovers, and they might be the real CBLs. And the biggest shout out to the 5th Zen God. Shout out to all of my tier 3s. Shout out to I'm in the Gym, Abdel, Childish New Jabez, Fairs, Huey, Johnny Rogers, Number 1 Mod Catan, Lazy Dragon, Lucky Roo, Naz Riley, Revenant, Scobe, Simi, Tao, Tino Brown, Urek Massino, Wolf General, Zodiac Nemiko, and Zyler Scotty. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. I got to eat some sugar grass today. Oh yeah, we moving on up, baby.